Wow! It is Friday morning, everybody. It is 29th of Jan. It is episode 339. Right, today I'm saying about relationships. Relationships are massive. I've got this in capital exclamation marks. One quality you need to be successful in life is the ability to build relationships. George Bryant says algorithms, relationships beat algorithms every single day of the week. And that is 100% true. I know I've said it before. I know I've done other podcasts about it, but I want to reiterate relationships are so important. And it's about building relationships. I wouldn't be where I am right now without building relationships. I look back at my career and I think of a pivotal moment. One pivotal moment was getting Stormore self-storage. But the problem is, at the time when we had a failing restaurant business, absolutely terrible, but we had a successful storage company. The storage company was probably only making like 30 or 40 grand a year. That's without my wages and stuff. So it was breaking even maybe, and my dad's wages was breaking even maybe. And we wanted to have this, we wanted to lease this £2 million plus building, 30,000 square foot, absolutely massive. And what we had to do was we had to convince the landlord that we was reputable, that we was going to be looking after the property, and we could sustain £150,000 rent. And looking back at that, he was looking for a national firm. He was looking for a national firm. That's what he wanted, because a national firm, obviously, it's more stable than a small firm. And you've got more chance of getting the rent, you've got more chance of the business being successful, and you've got more chance of stability and them being there in 20 years' time. Why wouldn't they want a national firm? But I was persistent. I carried on building the relationship. I carried on emailing. I carried on phone calling. And finally, he allowed us to take the building. And looking back, I'm thinking he must have been absolutely nuts. And that has been the basis of a foundation. It's been the foundation. It's been the foundation of the company. It's a fantastic facility. It's a fantastic area. It's just a fantastic business. And now I look back, and that must have been a pivotal moment. If he'd have said no, I could never ever really grow in the business at all. Looking back now, we've just signed for another facility. Again, this guy normally deals with Starbucks, Greggs, big national firms on high traffic roads. We came along, didn't know us from Adam, and he said, look, I'll have to have a call with you. We spent 25 minutes, 35 minutes on the phone together, just talking, just chatting. And it's about building relationships. If you can't, I built a relationship with him. It's a genuine relationship. I genuinely felt a real deep connection with this guy. And hopefully this relationship will be fruitful for him and for me. But I managed to build a relationship with him on the phone where he felt he could trust me. And so for me, relationships are huge. And I've underestimated relationships in the past. But looking back at life, things that went right, things that went wrong, and the things that went right all started with building relationships. So for me, I'll end how I started. Relationships are massive. For one quality you need to be successful in life, I'm talking in terms of all aspects of life. You need to build relationships in personal circles as well, social circles. So the one quality you need is the ability to build relationships. I think that is huge. And it's not all about what you get from the other person. It's about giving and getting and just being a decent human being as well. So for me, relationships. Spend time building relationships. I promise you, it will never, ever be a waste of time for the return on investment, the return on time you put in. All right, my friends, tomorrow is Saturday and we're talking the book Multipliers. All right, my friends, I will see you tomorrow. Ta-ta.